Yeah, hello, hi.
Hi, Neville.
Yeah, so I know that this question is not going to be resolved so immediately, but I'm going to put it out there anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So typically, for any pre-seed investment, it is advised to get home, friend, and family. And in our Indian ecosystem, the pre-seed investment probably does not exist. Now, the challenge I'm facing is the pre-seed requirement itself is to the tune of 20 to 30 lakhs. We want to create four prototypes which we want to showcase because ours is a design and development company. We are not a single product company. We are a product development company in the space of unmanned vehicles, that is air, water, and land. So to showcase the skill sets, we want to have at least four prototypes to be four proof of concepts to be made. And the challenge I'm facing is always going round and round in circles where the investor is asking for a proof of concept. We are saying that we want to demonstrate our skill sets by having a proof of concept and we are looking for a initial funding. That is a pre-seed funding. What is your advice?
So, what you mean to say is the traction is not there in terms of revenue?
Nothing.
Okay. Then it will be extremely difficult for any investors
No,
to put
I understand. I just want to have a small interaction between with you. See, typically any investor logically will ask for a proof of concept. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now I am 52 and I have been in this space for a long time in a different capacity as a personal hobby, as a freelancer, and things like that. So there are certain things I've created in the past. What I'm noticing is that unless and until there is a traction which is shown on an accounts page, they are not able to understand that if I show you the designs in the past that this person or this company can create the future designs. I hope you're understanding. I have done something in the past. I'll give right. I have made some drones, and they're all done in my own capacity, and they are definitely unique and they are on par with the international designs. Okay, but the thing is that they have been done for a purpose to showcase talent, to showcase skill sets. The investor is saying you showcase the application. The investor is saying showcase the traction. एक पैसा
Okay.
traction yeah.
Let me tell you, investors are looking for three things. One, the revenue proves that there is a market. So, market is most important. Second, it also proves that you are able to sell. Third, it proves the acceptability of the product. So these three things are very much important. Making a product and selling it are two different entities, I will say, right? Two different areas. So anybody, most of the engineers can make good apps, they can make good products in terms of hardware, but not everybody is able to sell. And that is the most important part of it. If you are able to sell, you will get the investments. If you are not able to sell, no matter how good the product is, this is extremely difficult for.
All those things, it's a thumbs up. They agree on all those things. We have had interactions, we have had discussion. They say यार आप एक तो बना के लाओ. Okay, that is वहीं पे अटका हुआ है, गाड़ी वहीं पे अटकी हुई है. Okay, that is where we are stuck. So the challenge goes back. They are willing to invest huge amounts, but they are for the smaller amounts it is becoming a challenge. They're saying you bring, we understand your concept, we know that drone delivery is happening, oh सब चल रहा है, there is market proof, this is all fine. But your company should get your something out to showcase that you can put it together. Right now, I entered this ecosystem for startup at a very wrong time for me. Okay, so the ecosystem is pretty reasonably fresh. So eventualities I came into a situation. So we need that friend and foe thing to be upgraded to 25 to 30 lakhs, which no friend and foe can possible. I'm able to raise a few lakhs here and there, but that does not justify it. That burns out. That runway gets burnt out within a second. Like aaya gaya bas. Okay, so the challenge here is that how can I approach an angel or how can I approach a pre-seed angel? There is no pre-seed angel in India. Right, so any solution, any advice?
Okay.
No.
Let me just like to update you with some technical terms. So technically, seed is the round that you raise through venture capital. Okay, the first institutional round. So all angel investors are pre-seed investors. They don't invest in seed rounds, right? Generally, angel investors are extremely early stage.
I'll add one more pre to that.
Yeah. So almost every angel investor will invest the way it is before a VC round, and there are certain investors who can take that kind of risk with you, provided you are able to satisfy and provided your requirements are step by step.
Fair enough.
So if you say that you require entire 25 lakh in one go, it might be difficult. But if you say, okay, keep 25 lakhs for me, I will take 5 lakhs, I will show you the progress, and then I will take next 5 lakh tranche.
100%. What you're saying is correct. So can you connect me to such angels?
We can do that. We can fund you 25 lakhs in case the product is
fair enough. Right? Yeah. I told you, like, yeah. So I would be what you would call a pre-seed.
The money will come in tranches, and we need to ensure that the product is going on, and in this the dollar return value and the projection has to be very attractive. Then only investors can take that. See, risk is everywhere. Even if a startup is into revenue, there is a certain amount of risk, right? And as per the risk, the return is also there. So
you have answered my question. You have given me a glimmer of hope. So
I can give you a promise. I can assure you 100%, provided that the market is huge. This startup can become a unicorn. That means 7,500 crores of revenue in next 5 years, or maybe before that. Or one more condition is there. That means you need to define a definite timeline of the product launch, sales. Everything has to be depicted, and this should go as depicted. So if that goes as depicted, not only 25 lakhs, we can give you 1 crore or maybe more than that.
Just let me just quickly tell you again. I do not have any of the physical proof of concepts ready. It is definitely pre-seed. If you want to add as many pre's as you want.
You need to have the documents. You need to have the tangible financials of projection should be clear. Investors should be able to understand how things are going to work, what would be the cost and what would be the return.
This is where the challenge is. The investors' technical knowledge depth available in unmanned space is very poor. And whether it's a fact. No, it's a fact. Okay, whether you call any big
you are 100% correct. I will not say there is a difference. But yes, we have lot of training programs for the investors also, and we are training them. we are.
You're the first person who said that. I've been telling this a lot on LinkedIn कि investor को पहला educate कर दो.
हम कर रहे हैं. जैसे आपका ask me anything है, we have investors ask me anything also on the other side. We inform them about IPOs, equity, how financials to be seen, valuations. So all those things.
I get it. I don't want to take too much of your time. There are a lot of people raised their hands. I'll just take 1 more minute. I just wanted to say I really appreciate that fact that you have got that. Just for argument's sake, I can tell you this privately, but I would like to tell it here also. Suppose there is a designer who has got a design which is futuristic, very futuristic, but there is no ecosystem to understand the futuristic. The development time of that itself is 5 years. Okay, but the investor wants his return in 3 years. That's a typical return requirement happening here in India. Right? When it comes to unmanned space, I'm not going to have an answer from you. I'm just making a statement before I stop. I'm just saying that unmanned space and unmanned development takes many more years than 3 to 5 years. Right, but there are concepts which are actually future ready. Like for example, if Amazon wants a drone delivery, we have designs available. That's where we are stuck, is that we cannot approach Amazon because Amazon is doing its own incredible amount of work. Right, to showcase to them is actually the POC we are looking for here in India. Like you said, 25-30 lakhs can be raised provided we show tangible things. This is where the problem is coming. And thankfully you said that you are educating the investor, and that is where I think I'll stop, because I think further discussion I will take it on privately later. Fair enough?
Okay, I would just like to add something here. So whenever we launch something before the time, I can quote my example. There are numerous examples, but I also have an example. In 2001, I launched a startup called Salah for You. That was my first independent project in technology after Jamunapar.com, which was a college project. So I developed a consulting platform. In 2001, It was far ahead of time. You can think of, doctors, lawyers, everybody was planned to come on the platform, and the payment has to be made for consultancy in advance. But this failed very badly, and there was nothing bad about it. There was no market. People were not accustomed to come online and take a consultation from doctor. But had it been launched today, if I launch the same platform today, I can bet I can make it 100% successful, because there is market now. People are accustomed to have consultation from lawyer, doctor, everybody online now, right? So that is
the same situation. I am the same situation. 2001, I made a drone to deliver blood. Actually, I was in adventure sports. I wanted to deliver small packets up to 500 grams to 600 grams to adventure sports people who are lost in the forest. This was proposed to some people. It just went over their head. Today, everybody is talking about blood delivery and package delivery and all that. So it is fair enough. Despite that, I have the opportunity. It is just that there were other companies which have done certain work, so they appear to have a 10 steps ahead. But actually, it is not true. But that is debatable. So I want to showcase that to the investor, saying that we were there, and it's for certain situations. I'm in a tier 2 city. There are certain drawbacks here. There are certain challenges. We are not in Bombay or we are not in Bangalore.
Definitely. So, world's leading investor Y Combinator missed lot of good investments. And
Founder Institute, we were selected to become part of this year's this thing for the drone thing, but there was no further development or no further information. Attempts to contact the Founder Institute thing was not happening. Maybe because of the COVID certain challenges.
That's what investors are not 100% correct every time, but we will not let you miss out the opportunity of presenting yourself. We will give you at least 50-60 investors to present yourself.
Fair enough. That's an excellent number. I would love to go for that. Yeah, thank you. I think I will later on follow up through an email. What do I do next?
You need to contact somebody from our team, and that would happen. You have to go to Startup Lane's website, in the funding section, apply. Once you apply, there is
I had applied, and somebody had contacted me. I had told her my situation pretty similarly to what I told her, but she was junior, I think. So I told her,
no, it's not about. I'll tell you, it's not about junior and senior. As a SOP, standard operating procedure, we don't take such startups. So we have to generate an exception.
That's okay. I told her, explain to this thing. So my name is with you. I am already registered with you. So I'll send an email again back. I will bounce back another mail.
Sure. We'll generate an exception, and on the basis of the session discussion, we will definitely consider. All right.
Fair enough. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Anjali, who's coming next?
Yes, Mr. Abhay Mehta.
Hello.
Yes, please.
I think it was called as Abhay Mishra, right? Yeah, hi. So, Shishir, good afternoon, and thank you for giving the opportunity, Shishir. So, before I start my conversation, I would like to.
You have gone on mute, Abhay. Unmute yourself.
Get the funding for the food industry, like service restaurants, right? Like how we have our fresh menu, Bombay Kulfi and other things. Like that, I have one of the venture, which we are running it for almost for 1.5 years. So what is the situation now? Can we get the funding during the COVID situations also? Going, considering the today's scenario where the food industry is, not making good, progress, or, they are not growing equally how they were doing earlier. So, just wanted to understand, is there any opportunity if we just go and then, provide the pitch in that?
Yeah, it's a very good question, and that will, I hope this answer will clarify a lot of doubts of a lot of people. Investment happens with a hope. Investment do not happen for present. Investments happen for the future.
Right.
So whatever money investor puts in is on the basis of the future expectation. As simple as that. If you buy, say, an apartment that you wish to sell after 5 years, so that is just on the basis of the 5 years of hope, right? So that is, no investor will consider COVID as a factor. Maybe, because they understand you cannot, there's no magic wand. You cannot just use that magic wand and everything comes up. And roti kapda makan, everybody understand food is a segment that will be there forever, right? So maybe somebody is not going, people are not going outside to eat, but there will be a day again very soon that everybody will go outside. So it's all about the same fundamentals. The business has to be scalable. I always say that in next 5 years it should become a unicorn. Approximately 7,500 crore of valuation in next 5 years. If that happens, then most of the investors will be happy. All you have to do is you have to convince this. If the investor is convinced, you will get the money because they just want exit. They don't want anything. They just want their exit. Why do we buy shares? Right? We buy shares only for one purpose. We will sell it for a higher price.
Exactly.
This is similar.
Right. So maybe I'll give you the little brief about it. So December 2019 we started, and we started with very small shop. And see, I'm residing in Bangalore, so it's been now almost 15 years in Bangalore. 2006 I just came down to Bangalore, got the job, and then still working. And then I always felt there is a lack of North Indian taste, right? What I used to get in my hometown in somewhere in Madhya Pradesh. So that kind of taste we were not getting, especially in the chaat items, and then small snacks item, right? So with that vision, I just brought the people from the North India, open it very small shop with the 3-4 lakhs of investment, and then I started it again in the March. The lockdown started, right? Third week of the March, lockdown started. So we closed it almost for 3 months, and then the society where I am living, it's a huge society. Around 800 plus flats are there. So around 3,000 to 4,000 of the people are there. So somehow I just I was able to convince the association members that we will maintain the hygiene, we'll do it properly. We have supermarket also inside the society, so we also ensure that we'll use the Bisleri water, we'll use all the grocery items from the supermarket itself, and then we'll not go outside. Once our people are entered, they'll only go after closing the shop, right? So that is how again in the month of June we were able to start in the society itself. And then I think we have scored almost 6,000 7,000 rupees sale also in a day. So close to, on an average, if you see since June 2020 till date, we are closing almost 1.25 to 1.5 lakhs on a monthly basis. Maybe the expenditures are more because we are using the premium grocery items and the oil and all everything. So we are not able to save much. Maybe 10,000, 20,000. I'm just scoring for myself. The rest all goes as expenditure. So now the concept is I just want to get into the multiple societies. So I just live in a Sarjapur area in the Bangalore, and if I do Sarjapur, if I consider Sarjapur itself, there might be 50 plus big societies which has 1,000 plus of flats. So 2-3 apartments are already there where I already hold the top, and they are ready to give us the space and then start off. But in this whole 1.5 years or 2 years of journey, I invested a lot of money, right? When people are not working, when things are not good, you still have to put the money for the operations. You have to give the salary and other things. Now I have a business proposal which can go up like anything. I can also foresee the good business revenues which can come in. I just wanted to help some kind of money, in terms of money, where I can get some 25 or 50 lakhs of rupees, so that I can put in a very proper way expansion of the business. And then maybe we can achieve starting the revenues what we are forecasting or thinking today. So in that regard, maybe Shishir, I was very hesitant to ask in this forum, because it's a
no, do not hesitate. Everybody is here for the same purpose. Most of them are entrepreneur or would be entrepreneur. So what I would recommend is see, you need to build an entry barrier. Think about something. Build some technology, because these will be the challenges that you will be facing while you go for the funding. Build an entry barrier. Generally, a brand is an entry barrier for a lot of products. So you can start building, or maybe anything which exclusivity you get and others don't have. Second, focus upon building a technology, because anybody can start a restaurant. There has to be something different. Scalability is hampered if you do it on your own. So you
Exactly.
need to work on FOCO model, franchisee owned company operated model. You
Right.
have to necessarily franchise your particular restaurant, because if you operate yourself, this
Right.
will be very, very difficult. Nobody will be interested in funding you. But if you take the money to just create more franchisees, then definitely you will be able to get good amount of funding, one after another.
Right. So building a franchisee, is there any thing which I should because for distributing a franchisee, we should be we should be known to other people, right? We should be known to at least to the Bangalore, where I'm just trying to put this or expand this. So do we have anything by which we get the help and then can come up with a strategy for the franchisee?
Definitely, we can help you that.
Right.
And you can also have an offline discussion with me one-on-one, right?
Sure.
There is the system to book the call, but I will give you a brief idea about it.
Right.
So that is why I said franchisee owned and company operated. So what the model I am suggesting is, you operate. You must have seen Indian Oil petrol pumps, which are owned. The money is invested by the franchisee, but company operates as it does. You will not be able to find out whether it is dealer run or it is run by the company. Right? Wherever you go in McDonald's restaurant, you will find the same setup, right? So the quality is not deteriorated. Second is, in case the franchisee wants to have a issue with you after business is fine, right? Whatever if the franchisee starts fighting, so in that the control is with you. The lease of that particular property will be with the company, not with the franchisee. So immediately you can remove the franchisee and start another franchisee. So a lot of points are there. You can research Google's FOCO model.
Right.
Lot of learning is available on YouTube. Right? You can build your model around that. Whatever restaurant you are operating, first make it profitable and then give it to a franchisee. Don't have that kind of hold back that मैंने बनाया है, बहुत मेहनत से बनाया है, will continue. Do not do that. If you have to scale up, then you have to move. रॉकेट को आगे बढ़ने के लिए अपना डेस्टिनेशन पकड़ने के लिए जमीन छोड़नी पड़ती है ना. You have to move, right? अगर वो जुड़ा रहेगा तो आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा. So you have to move to grow. You need to give it to somebody who can run it as per your instruction. And if it is running fine, anybody will be able to take it. And on those basis, even banks will be able to fund you. And you can build a model. Take bank loan of say 25 lakhs, 20 lakhs, and in that particular loan, these will be the EMIs, and from the business, EMIs will be paid. This could also happen. So anybody will be happy. Even somebody who's in a job can run your franchisee because they don't have to do it themselves. They just have to put in money.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. We can discuss this model offline later on. Meanwhile, you do your own research. And let's another question. There are a lot of people.
Sure. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Sister.
Pleasure. Anjali, who's next?
Yes, sir. Mr. Indranil, you can go next.
Yes, sir. Indranil Bhattacharya ji.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, Mr. Gupta, I have a social media and networking website. I just have launched it. Actually, I would say it's just about, say, in the 2019, the launch was. Though it was not that official launch, it was just, I was developing this website for around last 4-5 years. And so I eventually thought about just getting it online in 2017, but I couldn't see much of heading out before 2019. So from that time onwards, I'm seeing that there are users who are coming to my website and they are finding it very good, because my website has been modeled on a thing that that the users get some reward, and it is in terms of cash. Okay, we have got a point system out there. For any activities that you do, you earn points, and those points has monetary value, and it's gets converted into money, and after accumulating a definite number of points, you can claim withdrawal.
Very nice.
So
What is
this
the question, sir?
Yeah. So this particular model is making many of the users very interested in my website, and I didn't take it that seriously before, but now I am finding it that the website is almost complete. In fact, it's complete. Okay, and very much poised for traction. Okay, and I've invested a lot of money already because there are developers who is supporting me, and I have to pay them some salary and all this. It is all going on right now, and I think for the last few months, Facebook, people from Facebook, they have their own mail ID, from that organization is visiting my website.
Question. What is your question for me?
So the thing is that I want to go for now raising some fund to really take this to the next level.
Okay.
And
So for that, I would recommend 2-3 points, very important points.
Sure.
In your model, you need to depict to the investor that there is something called dollar return value.
Yeah.
$1 invested is creating how much value in terms of your valuation of the company, or how much revenue will be generated from $1. For that, what you have to do is you have to do a campaign. You must be acquiring customers from somewhere, maybe through digital marketing or whatever it is. Put that cost, build CAC, customer acquisition cost, right? And is to lifetime value of the customer. Lifetime value, you can calculate how much this customer will come back in lifetime and utilize your services and pay. Suppose you are generating revenue through ads, right? For how long this customer will be there? Suppose 5 years. Calculate the ad revenue that you will be earning from that customer for 5 years on the basis of a POC, proof of concept, that you will be doing. You have to do a pilot, acquire 100 customers and find out how much revenue is generated. Let it be 5 rupees, 10 rupees, does not matter. But you have to build that formula and do it 2-3 times. Preserve those statistics. That means you need to have Google Analytics installed. If the revenue is coming through Google AdSense, then you have to preserve those statistics. Investor will take a share of all those screenshots and have a look live. Nobody can modify those, right? And if satisfied, automatically money can come in.
Okay.
But you have to prove those numbers.
One thing, Mr. Gupta, the thing is that for that I need to have a good number of user base. The user base is a very important thing. When I will have that user base, then I can go for advertising. But if I go for Google advertising on my website, the thing that usually is done by many of the websites, then there will be some some kind of security problem coming in. So I will have to make the advertisers, those who will be coming to my website and advertise. All right. So that is there. The model is there. The advertising model is there. But I don't think that if I don't have that much of user base, any advertisers would really be keen to advertise on my website right now.
So Google AdSense is
And
there, right?
one more thing is that since we are already, you must have seen. You may say that I'm saying all this a little too much in a bigger way, but that's not the thing. The thing is that right after our launch, when Facebook came to, because we were doing some promotion on Facebook, and from there on, Facebook is keeping an eye on us. And since then, they have started to change their design. You must have gone through that. They have changed their designs in some. They're already doing it. Even now, they are changing their designs. The process is going on.
That is perfectly fine, and
if the computer just go on and we do and we are late in just making a
So
move
that is
right now.
what I'm trying to tell you is, investors are pure business people.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's
They will not invest because you need it.
yeah.
They will
that's-
invest
that's-
because they want return. So you need to prove that. If you are able to prove that return, there has to be some data on the basis of which you will prove.
yeah,
right?
customer acquisition data
So,
and all that.
Let us take an example of, say, new cricketer coming. So first the person will be playing the city level, then state level, then maybe national level in the lower team, and then main team. So you need to show some statistics. Your calculation has to be based upon some database which you have collected yourself first hand. And if that is fine, it will be easy to explain your investors. And if investors are convinced, they will give you money. Not a very big deal. And take 25 lakhs first, and then you can raise.
I am just right now I am thinking about just something like an 18 months period, say, to get to the next level. Okay, so I am thinking about, okay, during this 18 months I can have user base of this number, and with this kind of number of user base I can generate a revenue around this figure.
Okay. Let me recommend you something before I move to another question.
Okay.
Do not open all the pin codes. Just focus upon one pin code of one area, so that people get some value. Like a lot of people create neighborhood WhatsApp groups also, right? And they pay to clubs also, because they want to interact within the community, within the vicinity of, say, 5 kilometers. So don't open all the pin codes. Pick up 2-3 pin codes, work on those pin codes, and talk to different businesses in those pin codes. Ask them to pay per view. Don't ask them to pay fixed amount. Ask them, okay, I will charge you 50 paisa per click, or maybe 10 paisa, right? From if a restaurant in a locality, say Borivali, Mumbai, right? If a restaurant is there in Borivali, Mumbai, and if you are showing it to people who live around within 5 kilometers, and if they click the restaurant's link, that means they are interested in buying something from that restaurant. And if the business is going fine, then restaurant will give you some money, because from your website they are earning money, right?
Okay.
And instead of doing ads on Facebook, your advertisement is highly targeted, because you are only showing into 5 kilometer radius, and it will be cost effective because you are not asking everything. So, and this is the way how Facebook got started. Facebook also focused upon one university, then it connected to the second university. Don't focus upon entire world or entire nation. Focus upon one pin code, and definitely your business will do well, because it has a lot of value. This is the future, but the hell lot of competition is also there. Not everybody is able to get the success. If you have made some kind of product wherein Facebook is also making changes, that is something to be proud of, and I appreciate what you are doing. Is definitely good. Just focus and come back to us once you have that particular traction. We will be happy to put you in front of the investors to get you 25 lakhs, and this will take 2-3 days maximum once you do the pitching. Okay.
Okay, I'm
Thank
already
you.
in talk with somebody from your end, some Tiasha, I think the name
Sure.
is.
So she will assist you.
Yes,
And,
she is doing her best, and I'm in talk. I'm continuously in touch with her regarding all this. He just told me to get a pitch deck for this, and I was preparing all that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. All the best. Thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you.
Okay. Anjali, who's next?
Yes, sir. Mr. Shubham Kumar, you can try once again. You can.
Just a very good afternoon, sir. My voice is audible now.
Yes, you are audible.
Now, I'm like a founder and CEO of my company, that is Bombscore. Basically, my company provides services in the form of prepaid investment card.
Okay.
This is like, I think you are very aware with the credit card and debit card, right? This is quite innovative and unique card in the market. Basically, where people pay, where people use it, repay it, and their money grows. And a little bit question I am having from you, sir. I am having lots of data base and lots of data generated, but from where I will get that angel investment amount should, because
I'm
this
sorry,
company
your
is quite
video
new.
hanged up. Your
And
video hanged up. Are you saying you want to
okay,
look for the angel investors? That is what your question is?
correct. And which type of sectors should I invest this thing? Because I have done my little bit research on like the Dhani app, Paytm, LazyPay, Simple, and different types of variant paying apps. Something like it is there. Then I came up with different idea how I should make a unique card, because right now people carrying bulking amount in their wallet or pocket is quite risky, right? Because counterfeiting of notes happens and everything happens. Then I just decided to make a unique card with the help of one bank, obviously.
Okay.
Then
let me
this is the-
give you the answer for this one. And
please sir.
and you need to research this yourself also. Don't just believe because I am saying it, but do
Okay.
your own research also.
Fine sir.
Never ever go for offering anything unique to your customers. You might be surprised and shocked at both the same time. But as a startup, you don't have to. Ask me why. Because
Okay sir, please sir.
there are a lot of cases wherein you invent a product but nobody bought it. Suppose tomorrow you invent a vaccine for COVID and let it be say Ayurvedic vaccine. Nobody will buy it from you. Right. And the reason is very simple, because
Yeah.
no matter you get it proof from anywhere, no matter, because there is no market for it. So what you have to do is see where the market is, what your competitors are doing, who has the largest market share, and start disrupting them. How do you disrupt? Provide more convenience to the customer in comparison to your competitor, and offer less price. Try to have the same product. Let us take an example of Maggi, which is a very common product. Okay.
Yes sir, yes.
Suppose in the lockdown time, you start selling Maggi which is selling for 12 rupees for 9 rupees, and that too at the doorsteps of the customer without any minimum order. Order one packet of Maggi and I will deliver. Just start informing in WhatsApp groups. See how the result will come. Automatically you will see that first you will get 5 orders, 10, 15, 20, 500 to 2000. You will not be able to even provide those orders, because now this is called real disruption. You
Yes,
are
yes.
offering a standard product which has demand in the market for less price and more convenience. All you have to do is the same thing. You don't have to create the market. Airtel created the market for 10-15 years, and you just reached that level in 1 year because they disrupted. So
I understand.
enter when the market is completely ripe, and start disrupting the market leader, because they already have the market. They have created the market. You don't have to go to door to convince a customer to start eating Maggi. They already have the demand. All you have to do is just start selling low. Okay? Great. Anything? You're again on mute.
Sir, very thank you for sharing very valuable message to me, like a very perfect example on Maggi. I also came up with a Sprite, with the Sprite sold their bottle at 50. Right now they are just selling that at 60, because and the amount of that very bottle was 50 rupees with 1.5 liters, and they just increased the price 10 rupees more for 1.5 liters. Right now people are not accepting it because price was lower. Right now you just said it, that is perfectly correct. And definitely I'm going to see lots of research to my company, and I have done very well in this thing.
Let me also share one very important thing with you. People make this mistake. They don't understand the difference between copying and innovation.
Yes sir, totally. So, my company is completely based on innovative ideas.
For others, let me tell you, if you do not make any changes to a product, if you blindly just copy paste it, then it is a copy. But if you are able to make the same product, same, not similar, same product by process of value engineering and reduce the price and increase the value, increase the output of that product, then this is innovation, right? Automatically people will buy from you because the product is same. All right, thank you so much. Let's take the next question.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for your time, sir. I am a law student only. You right now you said it about the copyright thing. I am doing a lots of research there and different thing. I'm just doing it. Thank you for your very valuable time. Stay safe. Means a lot. So definitely I'm going to talk to you when everything gets normal. Definitely I'm going to approach to your office because I used to stay in Noida. I just went to your office. Definitely I'm to come to your office.
We are moving to Goa now. Just 15 more days from Noida, we are moving to Goa.
Permanent?
Permanent. Come to Goa, we'll meet.
Okay, sir. Definitely, I will try my best. Let everything gets normal. Let me jab it first. Let me get my vaccine first. Thereafter.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you. Means a lot.
Okay, Anjali, who's next?
Mr. Manoj, you can go now.
Hi Shishir, how are you?
Hi, good. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, I have a product called White Cashback. If you will go through, means as you said earlier, that it's the same product as Giants are already there in the market. Okay, but the uniqueness of my product is the quality. If you will see, means if you will go through my website or will see the product, you will see number of mobiles and you will see the page load speed and everything you will get. I have a traction and organic traffic I didn't do any type of marketing or something, but still I'm getting the users. Now I'm looking for its scalability. I'm looking for a fund.
Again, don't get me wrong and do not believe because I am saying it.
Mm-hmm.
But organic traffic will not raise funds for you, to be honest.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. People think, a lot of people always come to me and say, Shishir, I'm not spending anything on marketing. So if I'm not spending anything on marketing, still I'm able to market, then I'm the best product. No. Technically, it is unreliable. You never cannot count upon it. You cannot scale that model. You never know, right? By spending how much you are getting, how many customers from which sources. In organic traffic, you might not be able to because you're not spending money. You need to spend money, do a POC, do some Facebook ads or whatever you want to do and find out a calculation by investing how much revenue came and what is your profit margin. On the basis of that, your investors will be happily able to put in funds.
I have invested all the money in the technology. That's why because the server cost is very low.
That is again, so sorry to say, but this is again a fatal mistake which founders make always. Always keep your 80% of funds for sales. This is what I say.
Okay.
Sales is most important. I have said that in the previous questions also. It is all the founders, all the engineers, they can make the product, but selling and making are two different streams, two different things altogether. So if you are good at selling, you can raise funds. If you are good at making, no surety of raising funds. But if you are good at selling, you can buy anything from anywhere and still raise funds. Very important. So you need to focus upon sales. You need to do a small pilot, maybe 5,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, whatever it is. But have to make those calculations on the basis of real customer acquisition. If the formula is not there, no investor will be happy to put in fund. No doubt, organic traffic is better. But in terms of funding, we need calculations, some mathematical calculations. On those basis, funding shall be calculated. Whether investor has to evaluate the various proposals, right? Investors will get not your proposal, but lot many proposals. So investors will see the industry growth rate, how well you are managing this, what is your customer acquisition cost, what is your influence over the customers, how you have created entry barriers, why will not any competitor will enter in your market, how much profit margin you are able to make in comparison to your peers. So all those factors are important, and on those basis we prepare, our team will prepare a research report, we'll share it with you also. And that research goes to the investors. On that basis, investors show interest. And then there is a pitching call.
Yeah, sure. Can you please go through once on this website so that you can understand the quality and everything?
Yeah, you can leave that. I've seen that you have said that in chat. Whenever I find time, I'll definitely check it out. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Pleasure. Okay, Anjali, we can take 2 more questions, I guess. 8 minutes remaining.
Mr. Lokit, you can go next. Okay, he's not available, I guess. So, Mr. Harsh Vardhan.
I'm Lokesh. You told Lokesh, right?
Yes, Mr. Lokit, you can.
Sir, I have a question. I have a startup which is based on inspiration of one of the industry, which is in gifting. And I am running this business since long, but because of fund shortage, it is not scalable yet. I do have organic traffic data. I do have this advertisement through Google and Facebook data also with me, which have brought some of the customers to me. If a product is not tangible, it is like a gifting industry which is customized gifts. If the product is there with me, so is it enough to convince the investors that this particular product they invest in, we can scale it to the peers I have in the market, the competition?
No, that will be difficult, extremely difficult. Investors do not want to ride on a boat which is not moving. It has to move, then only anybody can trust you, right? So it's like asking money that I will buy a taxi and then I will drop you. Nobody will. You need to be in movement.
Are in movement. We could have a website. We are running the business. We already have the customer base. But to
Revenue, running revenue is there?
Yes. Revenue is there, but that is not too much that I
That
can
is okay. We just have a condition of 10,000 rupees, not dollars. 10,000 rupees of revenue per month. If that is fulfilled, that proves the market. And that is all we need.
And so the question is that this is a marketing to me. I'm investing from my salary and I'm increasing the investment as my salary allows. If I get the investor from the market, do the share of the company, like the profitability of the company will be shared to a better value?
No, you don't have to share the profitability. Profits will not go to the investor. Generally, startups are always in loss. You will charge the salary, so your expenses will be met. You will not issue dividends. No startup issue dividends till the startup becomes highly profitable and big. So investors get nothing in terms of profit share. They get exit value only.
I'll get in touch with your team. It's the first time I'm interacting with her. So I'll get in touch with you for the details. Thank you for
Yeah, definitely. You go to Startup Lane's website, in the funding section, you can apply. Okay, let's take the last question. Anjali.
Yes, sir. Soumitra Nanda, you can go next.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yeah, thanks, Anjali. So, hi. So, basically, I'm the co-founder of a health tech startup.
Okay. You are on mute, Mr. Nanda.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So, let me start quickly. So, I'm actually the co-founder of a health tech startup. And what we're trying to do is basically create some differentiated and modular solutions for the health providers, that is independent physicians, clinics to start with, and then go to specialties. So typically there will be a software which is going to be for the medical side, and then there will be a backup patient software so that the patient keys in his information and all. So the basic thing is what we're trying to do is fill the gaps which is not being filled by any package right now. For example, if you take the likes of Practo, Health, MFine and all those things, there are several gaps in the system. Now that said, what we're trying to do is we're trying to create the assets of an existing clinical management system product, which is used in 85 clinics. But this is you are going to build a completely new product powered by AI/ML. Now we have a pitch deck ready. Some financial projections we have made for the next 4 to 5 years. We have approached a couple of investors, but the help or suggestions that I'm looking for is twofold. One is basically the kind of investors that we should be pitching to, given that healthcare is a very niche area and sometimes the investors don't get that idea. That is one. Second is, if all these things happen, we also need some more help in connects to the ecosystem, and which will help us move forward. So those are the basic things I had in mind, and maybe I'd like to hear from you.
So technically, in COVID times, you must have heard about grass is greener on the other side. दूर के डोल स्वाद में लगते हैं. Doctors are not investing into medical startups, but they are investing into some other startups, say AI, ML. Techies are investing into healthcare startups.
Yeah.
So your first answer is, if you are not getting good response from doctors or people from medical stream, go for other segments. And another question you asked, what was that second question?
No, I didn't get the response to the first question. So this is going to be a software aimed at the doctors and all, but the investors are going to be different. Like it's a AI/ML powered tool itself.
That is what I am saying. Generally, investors, anybody who understands your space can only invest, right?
Right.
So I am saying, if you are not able to get people from medico-legal field or medico-technical field or doctors who have tech experience, then go for other industries. Approach the investors who may be fintech investors. That is also okay. They can put in funds on the basis of expectations of future, not on the basis of understanding of the industry. So this is happening in COVID times. Before COVID, it was different. I'm sharing the real-time experience with you.
Yeah, please go ahead. I think I got your point.
Okay. Any other questions beside that?
Yeah, the other thing is, once that happens, obviously we need to get connected to a broader forum. So we'll do that. Maybe the last thing is, if you want to have a detailed discussion with you, how do we go about it?
So one-on-one discussion. If you are from India, you can go through Startup Lane's website and book a call. Domestic call booking facilities there. 20-minute call, which could be extended to 40 minutes. There is a fee of 1,500 rupees. Out of India, there is an option of $300 per hour. So both these options are there.
Okay, I think that's very helpful. Thanks, and I'll be in touch.
Okay. All right. So, in fact, if anybody has one more short question, we can take that. All right, sir. Varun Grover, please tell me.
Hi. Just wanted to check, what does investor look at? What kind of returns, and for making project report, one should know this.
Okay. See, suppose you invest into a share, right? Let us take example of Reliance Industries.
Right.
What would you look at? One, future expectations, how much appreciation will come, industry growth, peer comparison, which is called small case. You can Google that, small case. Small case means comparison of industry, right? How other players are doing in that particular industry. So expectations are subjective, actually. If we say somebody is beautiful, we are comparing it with somebody less beautiful, right? So any startup which is attractive for investment is being compared with other startups, maybe in the same segment, category, or your age group, or the approach is, whatever startups have approached that particular investor, but this decision is comparative. So good or bad is a very subjective term on the basis of the comparison of what we are seeing. For some, they might be expecting phenomenal growth. Right? If you approach one investor, he might say, बहुत कम growth है आपका, तो I'm looking for say 10x return in 1 year or 2 years. And some investors will say it seems like a scam. How can you 10x return. So we never know. That is why when we don't know the expectations of people, we go by the data. And if you go by the data, if you follow the established procedure, then 100% it will be appropriate because you have data to prove it. So what you can do is, if you have the investors approach, do an A and B, C, whatever number of split tests you have to do, right? You can have 3 set A, B, C. Talk to 5 investors and show them very high expectations, right? Show them very good return. Talk to B, show them very less return. Talk to C, show them average return, right? And this should be on the basis of some data. The same startup could have say 10x return, same startup could have 5x return. This is on the basis of the calculation you make. So make both 3 of these calculation, approach such investors. If you don't find investors, find some friends and family members, do this ABC testing, and on the basis of the feedback, then you can take that particular average. So if most of the people say they are going for the good return, more maximum one, then you choose that and create your plan entirely like that. Because people know what kind of industry growth is there. For a technology industry like AI ML, a 10x return might be very less in a span of 5 years. But for an industry, say maybe manufacturing, 10x return in 5 years is unachievable, maybe. Right? So you need to, the best way is create ABC test, ask people, take an average out of it. On the basis of that, you build your projections.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
It's the time. Thank you so much. Namaskar. And next week, please do join in. And I'll be happy to host you again.